Good morning, welcome to Crowns and Sashes. Today we are talking about bowel cancer and I'm talking to the lovely Olivia. Could you tell us who was affected by bowel cancer in your family?
Yes, so it was my dad who got bowel cancer in 2019. He got diagnosed with bowel cancer.
So not that long ago?
No, not really, no.
That's scary. That must have been so hard and such a shock. And you were so young as well, so your dad must be young. So how old was you both?
My dad was 42 when he was diagnosed with bowel cancer, and I was 16, so I was just doing my A levels at the time.
So you were really young.
Yeah.
That must have been such a shock for your dad.
Yeah, he only went in with, we thought he had pneumonia, so that's all he went in with. It wasn't even any symptoms we knew of bowel cancer, so that's why we're trying to promote the symptoms. We just thought it was him having pneumonia again, but obviously it wasn't. It was a lot more drastic than that.
So was he in hospital for pneumonia then?
Yeah, they didn't know what it was at all, so the doctors just had said go to hospital, get checked out, and then he had a couple of scans, and then they found it out. It was that.
So. And you were doing your exams, so you were really young. And did you understand fully, or did you have to
No, I understood fully because my grandma had cancer like the year before that, and my auntie had it previous before that as well.
I know when I hear certain like different types of cancer, and I think I've heard of it, but I don't know all about it. I need to Google it. And I think bowel cancer for me, doing these interviews, has actually taught me quite a lot about it.
Yeah, it's a lot more symptoms than you think it is with bowel cancer.
Yeah. Really. It's not something that I'd actually thought of, to be quite honest.
No,
until I started doing these
really not. It's some symptoms you probably wouldn't even hesitate about. You'd probably just think, oh, I've got a bad stomach today, or something like that. But it can be a lot worse than that.
How did your family cope? Because obviously you were doing exams. Yeah, so that was probably not the best time.
It wasn't the best time at all. No, so I had to speak to school a bit and get like these things on my exams. So if I had like something I'd written stupid, like my head wasn't with it, and they could see that I was on the right track, then they had this thing that they would give me like a little bit of leeway because of what I was doing at the time and stuff. But we had an operation pretty straight away. So my mum had just recovered from having her knee replaced as well. And I'm the only child as well, so that's not really helpful. So my mum was doing obviously quite a lot in the house just after getting her knee done. My dad just got into hospital after my mum got her knee done. It was quite a drastic
testing time.
Yeah, interesting time. And then obviously COVID came after that, so we've been having to be quite careful with COVID as well.
Yeah, I should imagine.
He's even though he's had his all clear, he's still vulnerable and stuff. So yeah, and I work in a shop, but my mum works in the hospital, so.
Oh no, so your mum's been in the worst place as well. Did it make all of your other family like rally round though? I suppose before COVID it did. So but
at the time when his operation, I was meant to be going to internationals as well with my previous system.
Right.
And I'd been working on it for like 2 years. Had thousands of pounds, and my dad was like, no, you are going to internationals. So my uncle actually came down because he lives away, so my uncle actually came down and looked after him, because it was literally just after his operation that we went to internationals. But we felt awful going, but we FaceTimed it every day and stuff, but he was like, I'm not letting you miss out on going to internationals.
Not when you've worked so hard as well.
Yeah.
Bless you. What was it like to watch your dad go through an operation? Did he have chemo? Was it quite sad and traumatic for you, or did he cope well with it?
Yeah, it was quite scary to see him go through chemo. He wasn't awful with chemo, but it was mainly his hands and stuff. That's why we've started doing these chemo care bags. I don't know if you've seen my platform.
I haven't, no.
Chemo care bags we've been doing. So every month since August last year, we've been donating about 25 bags to the chemo ward. The chemo care automatically now. To like anything that would help them through chemo, because obviously my auntie went through chemo, I think it's over 10 years ago now, so obviously there's some things that helped her through chemo, so it's everything in them that helps them through chemo. So that's what we do now to help them, to see him go through stuff like that. So like his hands, he had really bad, he still can't feel things now sometimes. His fingers are really bad, So it's like we've got stress balls to help them. We've got all sorts of things that we talk to people who've had chemo and things that would have helped them at the time. So yeah.
So how long was his chemo process?
I know he had his operation in May in 2019. I think it might have been November or December of that year. So it was quite, I think it was about maybe 6 months long of chemo. But he had his all clear I would say in lockdown last year at some point he had his all clear.
That's brilliant.
That was good.
That's really good news. From going into a pandemic, which is really sad, but getting the all clear through it is really good.
Yeah.
How is he now? How is he doing?
He's
back
doing
at work?
really well. Yeah, he's working from home still at the moment. With all this going on, because with his job he travels as well, so it isn't a good idea to be doing that.
So it's changed his life quite a lot.
It has. So he's working from home, but he's doing a lot better. He's obviously been shielding most of the time, but it has just released now at the beginning of this month, so he's managing to do a little bit more, like going to the shop every now and again, which is giving him a little bit of freedom and stuff again.
Oh, bless him. Is he able to have the vaccine, or is it because he's had it?
He's had it, yeah.
That's good news.
His first shot anyway. He's got his second one soon. We've all had it in the house as well, so handy.
Brilliant. Finally, has it changed your dad's outlook on life, being so poorly?
I think it has, to be honest with you, because I think it's made us all a lot closer. Not like we weren't a close family anyway, but I think it has made us all a lot closer. Yeah, we work a lot, like with all this chemo care stuff, we all working together during it. It has brought us closer together, all in all, yeah.
That's lovely that you do that, though, because it's given you all something to not enjoy, but it is enjoy, isn't it? Because it's over something really sad, but something so important. So it's
to see their faces when they come out. Like when we last donated, there was a woman starting her first chemo, and she came out of it, and she was there holding it, and she could just see that it's something to make them happy on their first day of chemo. We've had loads of cards and stuff of people saying like thank you so much and stuff, so it's been really nice.
That's incredible.
Feedback of actual people who've had it, so
that's lovely. Well, thank you for talking to us, and keep up the hard work.
Thank you for having me.
No, you're very welcome. It's been lovely to hear your story, and good luck for your dad to keep it healthy as well.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Speak soon.
Bye.